Hey, what is up, folks? Today I'm going to show you a somewhat quick tutorial of how to do Bakelite magazines for your airsoft replicas. This is a real Bakelite mag. If anybody knows Bakelite mags, they vary color, so on and so forth. So, let's get this thing going. So what we have here is just to show y'all, we have two identical. These are SEMA mags. And yes, they were the same exact color as this. It's the same mags. Obviously, this is an 800 rounder, or translates to a 45 round Bakelite mag in the real world. But we're gonna get this looking like this. So, without further ado, so I'm gonna go ahead on this one, since we're doing a tutorial, I'm gonna go ahead and opt to take these pins out and take this mag apart. I had already started to take this mag apart, then I realized, you know what, this is probably one of the ones I should do a video on. Get the bottom out of this mag right here. So, there's our internals are out there. No big deal. All y'all should know how to disassemble an airsoft mag. There's all my parts. I'm going to put some tape in it right here. The reason why I'm putting tape here is gives me something to hold on to while I'm doing this. So that I could actually spray this and hold it like this, hold it up, whatever I want to do. So now I have a means to hold this. So I think it's wise to slightly scuff up your magazine just to get any potential oils that were on it off of the magazine before you get going. This is only going to ensure that you have decent adhesion. Now, I can tell you, you probably don't need to, I mean, you don't have to sand it a whole lot. Just get your general, I guess, fingerprints off it. I've had really good luck with this. You don't have to really sand it heavily. So, That's what I'm going to use right here. It's dry. Just keep doing it until you come up with the pattern that you like. It's that simple. So here we go. We're going to dry this side up. When you see it flash out, it's done. All right, now we can focus on getting the back side of the mag done. All right, we are almost Bakelite. Let me scoot this camera back a little bit. Basically the first coat. Got a little dry spot right in the center. I'm gonna hit that. Obviously don't put it on where it runs, guys. It looks like maybe it's hard to pick up, but it looks like real wood grain in that pick. I'm gonna let this sit, come back and give it another coat. Now, depending on the temp, you can get away with about 20 minutes or so after spraying it. It's probably around, I don't know, low 80s here right now. And so don't be wigged out by the shininess of it. It will begin to start dulling down. So you kind of want to get enough clear on there to cover up the texture of the waves that you've put into the magazine. Maybe a little bit more up here. It'll just kind of get a deeper and deeper look where it'll look like the grain is further down into the actual Bakelite. So we're about 2 coats in right now. Round number 3. Ooh, almost lost the tape. Now y'all may realize why I put the tape on there like that. Gives me something to hold on to. Got a hair in my clear. But with custom comes consequences. Hold this flat. I think that's probably enough clear. That's enough to bury the grain in there. You know what? Just for shits and kicks, I'm gonna let this dry up and I'm gonna put another thick coat on it and see how it turns out. Because I know this clear kind of dies back a little bit, and that's kind of what you want to do, because you don't want it to be this shiny, but I know it dies back somewhat. So let this tack up, and I'm gonna come back and put another coat on it. So we're gonna do 4 coats on this one to see how it comes out. All right, this mag is looking really, really good. You know what? We're just gonna try it out because I know the clear, like as I've said, dies back heavily. So we're gonna put another coat of clear on this mag. See how it comes out. And that should be enough to bury that grain in there. All right, we're gonna let this dry up and assemble it. What I recommend with this, guys, come in and just do some black paint on this right here. I really don't like to get heavy generally in these areas because it changes kind of the dimensions when you're putting it back into the rifle. So let me put the bottom of this back on, and I'm going to take it outside and let you look at this in the... Let's take... Like I said, the shininess will dull down considerably.